You will never hear the CEO of Google come and ask you to buy Google stock, right? I don't think it's we have to convince them that it's a hedge against inflation. I think what works is education around data, right? Hard data. For example, acquiring USD through banking channels in Nigeria, the average turnaround time is 3 to 5 days, and the average cost is between 0.2 and 3.5% of the amount that you want to purchase, excluding capital controls. With that, you have to spend $20 on a transaction cap and so many other things. But on the other hand, cryptocurrency can do that much better, right? With things like stable coins, and then you solve a bunch of problems around that, and then you see that people have gained some benefit, right? For example, a lot of people, the most common behavior on Pillow is that people save like 3,000 naira a day, right? They save that for every day. So now we have people on the platform who have been doing this since they could buy dollar in the market for like 550, right? Today they are selling it for 820, 830. So it's visible to them that it was an inflation hedge. And at the same time, you see the thing about inflation is that you don't have to educate them. Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana are very import dependent countries. There are no iPhones being manufactured here, no clothes, right? Most of it is imported. Apart from food, it's all imported. So the prices go up fairly quickly because these are extremely import dependent economies. You don't have to wait for inflation to tell them that inflation is happening. It's happening in front of you, right? So it's fairly evident. So just educating around things like if you would have saved 1 million naira to purchase X today, you can't do that because this has happened to you. Here's an alternative, but then leave the decision for them to figure out whether this is the right choice for them to do, right? Fundamentally, that's the approach that we have taken. We have taken at Pillow. It's also the reason why uh, I do not condone or practices like buy Bitcoin for 10% off or something like that, right? Because we're not selling a commodity. It's not a commodity, it's not a product, right? It's financial services. So we have to start holding ourselves with the same esteem as banks, non-banking financial corporations, traditional financial institutions, while realizing that our technology is far superior in general. The argument is simple, right? A peer-to-peer transaction between Timmy and Roy is always going to be faster than a transaction between Timmy to a bank and then from a bank to Roy. That's all. It's 3 versus 2. So that then tells me that we'll have a more efficient financial system. Now, how do you make use of that? Keep solving problems. Money does four things. You can save it, you can invest with it, you can borrow against it, and you can spend it. Save, invest, borrow, spend. Four things. All four of these become better with digital assets. So solve these four things, and I believe people will seek the solution out for us without us having to actively go and sell this solution, right? So I think the first 10 years, 2008, 2010, let's say to 2020 was the selling era, but now it will be the seeking era where entrepreneurs hold themselves in high regard and build solutions to financial problems in these countries. And it'll